Here's a powerful and heartfelt speech about why Gen Z is misunderstood and why, at their core, they are deeply caring people. We are not the problem, we are the pulse. They say Gen Z is lost, that we're glued to screens, that we're lazy, that we don't care. But they don't see the full picture. They see the filters, but not the feeling, the memes, but not the meaning. We are not broken. We are awake. We are the generation born into crisis, into pandemics, into climate collapse, into mental health epidemics. And still, we show up, we speak out, we care. They don't see how we carry the weight of the world and still find time to lift each other up. They don't see the late night messages we send to check in on a friend. The way we advocate for strangers, for animals, for the earth, not because it's trendy, but because we feel everything so deeply. We are not fragile. We are sensitive. And there's power in that. Yes, we question things. Yes, we call out injustice. Yes, we joke and cry in the same breath. But that doesn't mean we're lost. It means we're human and unafraid to show it. We are building a world where kindness matters more than appearances, where identity is fluid but love is solid, where silence is not safety and truth is louder than fear. So the next time someone says Gen Z doesn't care, remind them, we're not cold, we're not disconnected. We are the most connected we've ever been, to each other, to the pain, to the change. We are not the end of something, we are the beginning. Here's a poetic sequel speech that flows from the previous one, highlighting Gen Z's misunderstood heart and deep care for the world. We are the quiet storm. They said we scrolled too much, that we stared into screens and forgot how to feel. But what they missed was the way we feel everything. Behind every post is a soul aching for meaning. Behind every laugh, a history of tears we don't always show. We grew up with the world burning. So we learned to keep fire in our hearts, not in our hands. They think we're distant, but we're just watching, observing, learning, waiting for a world that listens before we speak. They call us soft. Not knowing softness is the courage to be gentle in a world that taught us to be hard. We are the quiet storm, the calm before a generation of healing. We love loudly in silence. We fight with art, with voice, with truth. We don't want to be perfect. We want to be real. So if we wear masks, they're not to hide, but to survive. If we speak in riddles, it's because we've seen too much to be simple. But still, we choose to care. We choose to try. Even when the world rolls its eyes. Even when no one claps. Because Gen Z isn't the end of a story. We're the first sentence of something beautiful. And we are just getting started. Here is the third sequel speech, deeply poetic, exploring the idea of Gen Z feeling like ghosts, unseen, unheard, yet deeply present and full of care. We, the ghosts who still breathe. Sometimes we feel like ghosts, walking through a world that doesn't see us, speaking truths that echo back as silence. We post our pain in pixels, and still, we vanish between the scrolls. We are the seen but unseen, the generation of shadows who were told to smile for the camera while the world burned behind the lens. We are haunted by headlines, by systems older than our names, by futures sold before we were born. And yet, we still show up. We may feel like ghosts, but we are the kind that fight, that love, that reach through the walls of apathy to hold each other. We are the ghosts who breathe art into ruins, who build softness from rubble, who scream kindness into the void, hoping anyone hears it. They think we're numb, but really we're just quiet from carrying too much for too long. We are not fading. We are becoming, not echoes, but thunder. Because being invisible never meant being weak. It meant we were watching, learning, preparing, and now we rise. Not for applause, but for each other. So let them say we are ghosts. Let them say we disappear. We'll smile beneath it all and whisper back, even ghosts can change the world. Here's a speech written in a heartfelt yet assertive tone, expressing the frustration and reality of being Gen Z in a world that often misunderstands them. A voice for Gen Z. They say we have it easier, that we're coddled, that the internet has made us soft, that we don't know real struggle. But what they forget, or choose not to see, is that our struggles are not written in the same ink as theirs. They were born in a world where things were broken. We were born in the wreckage, expected to fix it, with no tools, no instructions, just the pressure of survival and a smile. They didn't grow up with climate anxiety hanging over every news headline. They didn't wake up in a world where every scroll brings another war, another injustice, another reason to feel helpless. They didn't face a future where owning a home feels like a fantasy, where mental health crises spread like wildfire, and the cost of simply existing keeps rising. They had a chance to build. We're left trying to breathe under the rubble of broken systems they handed us. Yes, their pain was real, but so is ours. Ours is digital and disconnected, quiet and crushing. It's comparing yourself to the entire world every time you look at your phone. It's trying to build a career in a world where degrees are expensive, jobs are underpaid, and dreams feel delayed or stolen. We carry trauma in silence. We laugh through pain. We create art from the chaos. But don't mistake our creativity for comfort or our memes for mental wellness. To those who tell us we had it worse, I ask you, why is it a competition? Why must pain be ranked to be recognized? Maybe, just maybe, instead of passing down blame, we could pass down understanding. We don't want pity. We want to be heard. We want support, not judgment. We want a future where we don't have to explain why we're anxious, tired, or scared. Because we already are, all the time. Listen to us, not just with ears, but with your hearts, because we're not lazy, we're not broken. We're just trying to survive in a world that keeps moving faster than we can heal. Sure, here's a short, encouraging speech for young Gen Zs. Hey, Gen Z, listen up. You are not a mistake. You are not lazy or too sensitive. You're growing up in a world full of challenges no generation before faced like this. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, confused, or tired. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Don't ever be ashamed of who you are or what you feel. Your voice matters. Your struggles are real, and your generation is full of strength, creativity, and courage. So stand tall, be proud, and keep moving forward. You've got this.